All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, following Sunday's 38-11 blowout at the hands of the Los Angeles Rams, New York Giants defensive lineman Leonard Williams was critical of the home fans booing Big Blue, which is a clear sign that Williams needs a reality check. The Giants this season are now 1-5. They still have not won a home game, and they are well on their way to their fifth consecutive double-digit loss season. Now, Williams is the Giants' highest paid player, and after a career year in sacks last year, he and the rest of his Giants defense has really regressed. Just like winning is infectious, so is losing. And right now, the Giants cannot get out of their own way. As the bottom line is, they really just lack impact players or enough impact players on both sides of the ball. You cannot put a losing product on the field in the New York area for as long as the Giants currently have and expect fans to not display their frustration. Dave Gettleman, the Giants general manager, he's on borrowed time, which means that the current Giants players are auditioning for a new general manager in 2022. Now, the majority of Williams' contract is guaranteed, but instead of him worrying about the fans, he and the Giants really need to worry about the Carolina Panthers on Sunday because they got embarrassed last week at home by the Rams. And don't get me wrong, the Rams are one of the better teams in the NFL, and a lot of people feel that they are good enough to win the Super Bowl. But nonetheless, there was no fight from the Giants in that game. Now, if Williams and the Giants don't want the fans to boo, the bottom line is they got to play better. And most importantly, it's not just about playing good, it's about winning because we saw the Giants earlier this season lose consecutive heartbreaking losses in week two on the road against Washington and week three at home versus Atlanta. Both of those games, the Giants were good enough to win, but they did not close it out. And on top of adding to the issues, Williams and the rest of the defense allowed walk-off losses in both of those contests. Now, the Boo Birds are going to continue, and it's not going to get better because the Giants have a very difficult slate of games coming up, and it includes the likes of the Kansas City Chiefs as well as the Las Vegas Raiders, just to name a couple of teams, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are the defending Super Bowl champs. So, you look at it, this season that is already frustrating is about to get very long and frustrating for the Giants and their fan base. Bottom line is, I've said it before and I will continue to say it. The Giants need a culture change in that locker room, and I would not be surprised to see a new GM come in next year to the Meadowlands and simply clean house. You've got to have thick skin to play sports professionally in the New York area. If you don't, you're not going to last long. Between the media and the fans, if you allow them to, they will eat you up. So the bottom line is Williams and these current Giants, they simply don't have it if they're getting frustrated at the fans booing them. In spite of the fact that you have to look in the mirror and say, "Hey, we're 1-5." Uh, I think the Giants, after getting embarrassed last week at home, will show some more fight and grit this week when they take on the Panthers. Will it be enough for them to win? We'll have to wait and see, and I'll have my picks for you over the weekend in regards to that. But nonetheless, you know what? This team right now, it's pride time because you've been embarrassed. And then on top of that, again, all of these guys, if the Giants are out of it, like most of us expect them to be, you're auditioning for jobs. And if not a job with the Giants, a job with another team for the 2022 season. So, I mean, it's one of those things. We've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's put up or shut up time. And like former Giants head coach Tom Coughlin always said, talk is cheap. You got to go out there and produce. And the bottom line is, in New York, if you produce, they will love you. You look at Eli Manning. There are some people who booed him when he first came to the Giants in 2004, but now they love him. Why? Because he helped this franchise win a pair of championships. I can say that for several other players in several different sports in the New York area. But when the fans know that you're giving it everything that you have and you're winning, people will gravitate to you. So that's the bottom line for this team right here. They've got to find a way. They've got to dig deep down. And if they can't, the Boo Birds are going to continue at MetLife for Big Blue. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.